Hello, dear students. Welcome back. Today we are going to begin with the new chapter, chapter number 6, Retirement or Death of a Partner. Before we begin with the chapter, let's have a brief introduction about the chapter. Retirement of a partner means retiring from the firm, that is, ceasing to be a partner of the firm. A partner may retire from the firm. Retirement of a partner is one of the modes of reconstituting the firm under which an old partnership comes to an end and a new partnership among the remaining partners comes into existence. The firm, however, continues. A partner retires either with the consent of all partners or as per terms of the agreement or at his or her own will. Now let us see the adjustments required to be made on retirement. See, following accounting aspects and accounting treatments are required to be taken into consideration when on the date of retirement a partner retires or dies and remaining partners decide to continue the business of the firm. So here first thing which is to be done is calculation of new profit loss sharing ratio and calculation of gaining share of continuing partners. Then second, valuation of goodwill and its accounting treatment. Then third point, revaluation of assets and liabilities. Fourth point, distribution of accumulated reserves and balances of undistributed profits and losses. Then next, settlement of retiring partners' dues. And the last point, new capital of the continuing partners. Now let us understand how the new profit sharing ratio and the gaining ratio is calculated. See, let us see new profit sharing ratio. New profit sharing ratio on retirement of a partner is the ratio in which the continuing or remaining partners decide to share the future profits and losses. As a result of retirement of a partner, the remaining partners gain a part of the retiring partner's share of profits. Thus, new profit sharing ratio of the remaining partners is required to be computed. So, formula for new share of partner is equal to old share plus acquired share, or we can say old share plus gain. Now, let us see gaining ratio. The ratio in which the continuing partners acquire the retiring partner's share is called the gaining ratio. This ratio is calculated by deducting old share in profits from the new share in profits. Just as we calculate the sacrificing ratio on admission of a new partner, gaining ratio is calculated on retirement or death of a partner. Calculation of gaining ratio is necessary for adjusting the retiring partner's share of goodwill. Remaining or continuing partners will compensate the retiring or outgoing partner by payment of goodwill in their gaining ratio. Now let us do some short questions of your textbook on page number 264, and let us see how new profit and loss ratio and gaining ratio will be calculated. So here is question number 1. X, Y and Z are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 5:3:2. Here old ratio is given, that is 5:3:2, and Z retires. We are not given any other information. So, when the ratio in which the retiring partner's share is to be distributed among the continuing partners is not given, it is assumed that the continuing partners will continue to share the profit and loss in their respective old profit and loss sharing ratio. So therefore, here old profit and loss of continuing partners will be the new profit loss ratio and gaining ratio. That is, here new profit loss ratio would remain the same as old one, that is 5:3, and new gaining ratio will also be the same, that is 5:3. Now let's start question number 3. P, Q and R are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 40%, 20% and 40% respectively. Q retires, P is acquiring 3/20 and R is acquiring 1/20 from Q's share. Here, old ratio of P, Q and R is given. Here it is given that 40% of P, we can also write it as 40 upon 100. Then 20% means 20 upon 100. And again 40%, that is 40 upon 100. So here ratio would be 4:2:4. If we cancel it out with common factor 2, we will get 2:1:2. So 2:1:2 is old ratio. Now here Q is retiring partner and P is acquiring 3/20th share and R is acquiring 1/20th share of Q. That means gain of P is equal to 3/20 and gain of R is equal to 1/20. So therefore, gaining ratio of P and R would be 3:1. See, when gaining share of continuing partners is given out of the retiring partner's share, new profit and loss sharing ratio will be calculated by applying the formula, that is new share is equal to old share plus gain. So let us obtain P's new share. Here old share of P is equal to 2/5 according to this ratio and his gain is equal to 3/20, that is given in question here. If you solve this, you will get 11/20. Similarly, R's old share is equal to 2/5 and R's gain is equal to 1/20. If you solve this, you will get 3/20 as R's new share. So therefore, new profit and loss sharing ratio of P and R is equal to 11:9. Now let's start next question. Question number 4. M, N and O are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. M retires, N is acquiring 1/10 from M's share and balance is acquired by O. So here we are given old ratio of M, N and O which is equal to 3:2:1. Here it is 3:2:1. And we are given N's gain, that is 1/10, which is given in question. Here M is retiring partner. We are not given O's gain. And in order to obtain gaining ratio, first we will have to find out O's gain. Here M is retiring partner and his share of profit, that is 3/6, will be distributed among other partner N and O. So by this we derive the formula, that is M's share is equal to N's gain plus O's gain. So if we put the value here, we know that M's share is 3/6 and n's gain is also given in the question, that is 1 by 10 plus o's gain that we don't know. So by reshuffling this formula, that is m's share is equal to n's gain plus o's gain, if we reshuffle this formula, we can get o's gain is equal to m's share minus n's gain. So here m's share is 3 by 6 minus n's gain is 1 by 10. So if we solve this, we will get 4 by 10 as O's gain. Now, gaining ratio for N and O is equal to 1 by 10, that is N's gain, which is given in question, and 24 by 60, which is O's gain, which we just found out. So here, that means gaining ratio is equal to 6 is to 24. By making denominator equal here, we can also say that 6 is to 24. If we cancel it out with common factor 6, we get 1 is to 4. That means gaining ratio is equal to 1 is to 4. Now, we will apply new formula of new share, which is equal to old share plus gain. So let's obtain n's new share first. N's new share, for n's new share, we have both the information. We have old share of n, that is 2 by 6, and n's gain we have, that is 1 by 10. If we solve this, we will get 26 by 60 as n's new share. Now similarly, we will obtain O's new share. Here O's old share was 1 by 6 and O's gain is 4 by 10. If we solve this, we will get 34 by 60 as O's new share. Therefore, new profit and loss sharing ratio of N and O is equal to 26 is to 34. If we cancel it out with common factor 2, we will get 13 is to 17. So here new profit and loss sharing ratio for N and O is equal to 13 is to 17. Now let us do question number 5th. C, B and D are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 5 is to 3. D retires and his share is taken up by C and B in the ratio of 2 is to 1. So here we are given old profit loss sharing ratio of partners C, B and D, which is 4 is to 5 is to 3. We are also given gaining ratio, that is 2 is to 1. Here D is retiring partner. So when the gaining ratio of continuing partners is given to distribute profit and loss share of the retiring partner, in that case, in order to find out new profit and loss sharing ratio, first of all calculate gaining share of continuing partners by distributing retiring partner's share. So here our formula will be gaining share of continuing partner is equal to share of retiring partner multiplied by gaining share given to the respective partners. So first let's obtain C's gain. Here share of the retiring partner is 3 by 12 and it will be multiplied by gaining share of C, which is 2 by 3. So here we will get 1 by 6. Similarly, if we calculate B's gain, here also share of retiring partner is 3 by 12 and gaining share of B is 1 by 3. If we solve this, we will get 1 by 12 as B's gain. So if we make denominator equal, we will get gaining ratio for C and B, which is 2 is to 1. Now, let us apply the formula of new share, which is equal to old share plus gain. With this formula, let us obtain C's new share. Here, C's old share is equal to 4 by 12 and C's gain is equal to 1 by 6. If we solve this, we will get 6 by 12. Now, let us make it more smaller. Here we will get 1 by 2 as C's new share. Now, let us obtain B's new share. Here, B's old share is equal to 5 by 12 and B's gain is 1 by 12. If we solve this, we will get 6 by 12. And if we make it smaller, we will get 1 by 2. Therefore, new profit and loss sharing ratio of C and B is equal to 1:1. So that's all for today. In the next session, we will be doing some more short sums. Till then, keep on practicing. Thank you.